Right now, though, Kathy Helbig has some do's and don'ts for seller disclosures. Good morning, Kathy Helbig.
Good morning, guys.
What do we got?
Well, a lot of times when people are ready to sell their house, they start asking themselves, what exactly do I have to disclose? And this isn't really a major issue, so I probably don't even have to mention it. And that is definitely the wrong way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
When you're ready to put your house on the market, a lot of times they feel hesitant to reveal problems which might discourage a buyer. But not revealing them can definitely get you sued. So how much do you have to really disclose? Basic rule is when in doubt, disclose.
Mm-hmm.
Any known fact about the physical condition, any existence of dangerous materials, any pending lawsuits. So we have some condos and things where homeowners associations are locked into lawsuits. You have to disclose that because sometimes that affects the loan for the buyer, and then they've spent money on inspections and they can't get a loan on the property. Any issues that may affect the value of the property. So like years back when page extension was just an idea and people didn't disclose that right behind their house was going to eventually be a huge highway. Things like that are going to affect possible future value of the house, you have to disclose.
So
always
go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish up, and I have a question for you.
Always disclose past reports, too. So you might be the second owner, you bought the home 2 years ago. It's always a good idea to bring those old building inspections out and anything that you have in writing. If there's a history somewhere on that house that somebody can find and you have actual knowledge of it, it's always a good idea to bring those reports out because then you show that you have no material not aware that you have not given to the buyer. That's another reason why a lot of times people ask me, is it a good idea for me to get my home inspected before I sell it? Well, under that theory, second you do a building inspection, everything that's come up on that building inspection is information that the buyer should have access to. All right.
So, Kathy Helbig, what do you disclose your opinion? Let's say I'm moving because I think this neighborhood is becoming unsafe. Do I have to disclose that?
No, if it's not a known fact or material defect, if it's just then that is not something that a buyer can come back and hold against you. But, for instance, we've had situations where there's been brown recluse infestation and you've had someone out 4 different times and then you don't disclose that and then the people move into the house. They call somebody to come out and they go, the last 3 times I was here, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You are in for a world of hurt when something like that happens.
Let's say I have
a lot of people feel like they don't have to disclose past repairs either. They think, I fixed it, so I don't have to talk about it.
Right.
Not true.
So let's say I have a 20-year-old roof and I'm really afraid it's going to start leaking, but it's not leaking now. Do I have to disclose that?
If it's not leaking, it's going to ask you the age of the roof. It's going to ask you if it's ever leaked in your ownership or if you're aware of it ever leaking. So that means in the past seller's disclosure, when you bought the house, if you remember something, you need to carry that forward. And if you're sure about something, don't guess. It's the buyer's responsibility to do an inspection. So it's buyer beware. If you don't know, you don't have to guess. But if there is something that you know, it's always best to disclose. Usually it does not kill the deal. Hiding something is usually what kills the deal or ends up getting you in court.
And for all that expert advice, Kathy Helbig Group, 314-276-SOLD, or the whole team will help you out, KathyHelbigGroup.com. Great stuff. We should revisit this again soon because I got more questions. Kathy, be good.
Kathy, I got more answers.
Kathy, be good, be safe, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
You got it. Really, you could go a whole